In this video, you will learn how to plan and create your email marketing campaigns using my copy-paste email marketing calendar. I made this calendar for e-com brands that wants to send better emails without wasting time on what to send next. I'm not only going to show you how you can use this template, but I'm going to show you exactly how we do this every single month for all of our e-commerce brands we work with. So instead of guessing what to send or spending hours of planning, you will have by the end of this video a clear overview of your next campaigns that will help you stay consistent, organized, and focused on the campaigns that actually drives you the most sales. So with no further ado, let's get straight into it. Before I'm going to show you exactly the campaign calendar, real quick about me. My name is Dan. I'm already for 6 years in the e-commerce space. The first 4 years I was selling on my own stores, and the last 2 years my team and I were partnering up with qualified e-commerce brands, and we help scale their online revenue, but more importantly their profits by leveraging email and SMS marketing. And on my Twitter there's like a lot of case studies there, also on my YouTube, because I think it is really important that if you take advice from me, that it is someone that has actually skin in the game. Okay, so in here we got the campaign calendar view, and this is basically an introduction. I will basically explain this a bit more in bullet points for you, but where the magic happens is all over here. Okay, so basically you can use this template every single month for your campaigns. So where does it start with if you're going to create a campaign calendar? So it starts with your notes, okay? So basically store-wide, what are the sales that you're going to do? Are there any new product launches? Is there like anything that you want to write content on? So what is really nice about this is that per month you can basically just toggle it open. For May, you can say Mother's Day sale. That's going to be 15%, right? So something like that, just some information about the upcoming sales or events that will be happening store-wide, okay? So that's something that you can do every single month. In here, you can find quick links. So this can be like a quick link to your Figma file where you're designing your emails, right? So you have it always short-handed. You can have a link to your content, so basically to all of your images, right? So you can walk or go through them to see, hey, is there like something that we can create an email about? And there's also a link to your marketing calendar, right? So maybe you have a running advertisement on Facebook, and you have a specific calendar, you can also link it here. So this is all free and up to use for you on how you want to build this, okay? But it's always important to have some quick links there, so you're basically working together with all of the other marketing platforms, okay? So that's something that you can do here. And then we've got the campaign calendar. So we've built this in Notion. Why is this really nice? Is that per month you can have like a few, but you can also click on next month and then already plan it ahead. But you can then, let's say it's already June, go back 2 months to see what campaigns you have sent, okay? How this works and what I've done is, if we're going to start from fresh, then let's say for June, we want to create a campaign calendar. So I've written down our notes, and then by simply clicking on here, I've created already some pre-selected templates for you. So let's say we want to do a sales campaign, then what will happen is that this template will be popped up for you, okay? So in here you can write like a title, so let's say summer sale, then you can do the campaign subject, then you can choose a layout. This can be like a blank text, a campaign, or a design. So this is also for you to have a good overview. So let's say it's going to be a design, then you can select also a channel, so will be only for email or SMS. Well, if you're doing design, it will be probably only email. And then you can also select your country, okay? So let's say you're selling in multiple countries, then you can add multiple countries like below in here. And let's say you only want to send out for the Netherlands, where I'm from, then you can select, let's say country A, that will be the Netherlands, okay? So in here you can have like your briefing. So this can be like really short. Where is it about? Like the summer sale, let's say it is 15% off. You can like also mention like some of the products, like basically the description of the sale, right? Then what is really nice to have in a briefing or slash overview like this is that you are adding a call to action URL. So let's say someone else is creating the emails for you. You can basically add in here the call to action URL that will be placed in the emails. So let's say if you're having a specific page for the summer sale, then you can add that link in here. So another person or yourself later on, if you start working on it, you can go back to this page, see some information, and then also if you're going to build this email, use that call to action URL. Then we're gonna have in here an email example. I will come back to this a bit later, but for a sale in here you can add your discount instructions, like an offer, discount code, the summer sale will be active, and also who will set this up. If you're doing it all by yourself, probably your name, but if you're working with multiple people, then you can add them also in here. Then this one also really important, the targeting. So let's say you have multiple products and you're gonna do a product highlight as an example, then you maybe only want to include specific segments that didn't or did buy this product. Okay, so you can add that also in here, like include segments, exclude segments, and also ascending time. Really important, especially if you are selling in multiple countries. They have different time zones, so that is something that you can then also switch in here. Then you can add like a quick goal of the email, like, hey, what do you want to achieve? And then basically you have your email briefing ready, right? Super simple, and then you can move on to the next one. So I've done that already for May. So if we look at a final campaign calendar, this is like an example for like one of our clients that we can basically do is on the May 2, we want to add an email, join us on Facebook. It's basically like a social proof type of subject. The layout is going to be design, and the channel is email, and the country we can add, let's say it's the Netherlands. Then we have basically a briefing like this, that we want to invite people to join the community, right? The benefits. Here we can add the URL to the community. We can add an email example and then also fill in the rest of it. Okay, so that's basically how you can do it with different type of campaigns. And to show you what I've added in this as well is this email example. So let's say you are seeing an email layout from a competitor or somewhere online that you really like, that you want to try to test. You can add it for your designer or for the next person in line that's going to create the email, like, hey, this is going to be kind of the layout that we want to go with. And not only for your designer is this really nice, let's say you have a copywriter, or even you're making the copies by yourself, is that you then also know exactly, okay, what type of copies needs to be placed where. So you're not going to write a really long email with a lot of copies that is like not matching with a design. And what is even more nice about this, if you join my free school community, I will link it down below, then you can go to Classroom, and I have added 50 different campaign layouts. So even if you're in the school community and you're just scrolling around and you're like, okay, hey, I like this email template, right? You can like export it and then add it also in your briefing, okay? So that's something that you can do. And what I really would recommend with this structure is that you're also going to add your like own style into it, right? So this is like a setup that you can use that will be also in the school community. So you can basically use already this pre-built template, but that you're also going to check, okay, maybe I want to add different countries, but also different subjects. So how can you do that? Within Notion, what's really nice is that you have like a filter, but you can also have in here the properties. So let's say you have a campaign subject and you want to add, let's say, storytelling, right? So let's say storytelling, because you're quite often selling emails with storytelling about your brand. You can simply add that in here, and the next time you're going to create a template, you can add that a campaign subject as well. How you can make it even more nicer is that you're going to create a new template. You can call it, let's say, a storytelling, right? And then in here, and then basically you have already a pre-saved template. You can add the same briefing or make it whatever you want. And then let's say you want to do for June also a storytelling campaign. You can basically click this template in here, and then the tag will be already there, but also the whole briefing or template, whatever information you want to add in here will be already preloaded, okay? So that is something that we use every single month for our clients, and I would highly recommend to use like this kind of structure. And also with Notion, and the main reason why we've switched from all of the Google Sheets, ClickUp, Asana tools for running our campaign calendars is because a lot of things will change, right? So let's say your sale that you want to run in May is going to be moved with another week. Then easily with Notion you can just move the campaigns like around, okay? So that is something that I would highly recommend, because this will save you really a lot of time, because things will change, and with Notion you can like easily like switch the dates of specific campaigns, so the next person in line knows, okay, hey, there's an update, and you don't have to go back and forth with everything, okay? So with that being said, that is the campaign calendar. There will be a link to this Notion doc in my free school community, same as this free Figma templates. The link will be down below. And with that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.